Hello everybody, it is time for a Lamley preview. That means I get to show you something that is not yet out, but is pretty darn cool, and that is the case today. There's a lot to get to, so I'm going to get right to it. The next big Matchbox event exclusive, the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6, made exclusively for the Model Hobby Spiel toy show in Leipzig, Germany. Leipzig, Germany. I gotta make sure I say that correctly. Oh, this is a cool one. We're gonna get to that in just a second, but let's give you a little background first. When Matchbox does an event exclusive, they go all out, similar to what Hot Wheels does. You remember this one from last July at the Matchbox Gathering of Friends? That's the Nissan Skyline. You can notice all the detail on that one, front, back, top, bottom, everywhere. That's one. Or how about this one? Maybe you haven't seen this one before. This was just recently released also this summer by Matchbox for the Everett Marshall Charities Golf Tournament in New Jersey and Florida. International Workstar Brush Truck. This is all for charity for Everett's events. You can see how beautiful this one is in a kind of what's in a hot Spectraflame pink. For breast cancer awareness, there's actually a second model in red for Everett's charities. And now, what do I get to show you? This one. The Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6 for the Leipzig toy show happening, here it's right there, September 29th through October 1st in Leipzig. And this model is going to be made available to the lucky attendees of that event. And maybe for you too. It's actually going to be, there's actually going to be some available to those that want them who cannot be in Germany for the show. So let's get ready to do some showcases, because there's a lot more than just what I just showed you. So we gotta get our little setup going here. And let's go ahead and open this model up. Got it behind. I'm taking the plastic off. I'm not going to unscrew this one. You'll see why, because I have others to show you. All right. Before we go to showing this particular model, let's give a little background. The Leipzig Toy Show happens every fall in September, October. Matchbox always has a strong presence there. Dirk Schluer, who runs the MOY shop, or the Moy shop out of Germany, has a booth there. He always has a ton of Matchbox toys to show. And Matchbox most years will provide an exclusive for event attendees. Some of them are still available. I've got a link down below to his store and to some other ways to contact Dirk if you're interested in some of these models if they're available. Here's one from 2006, I believe. Mercedes-Benz Cls 500. This one, now like I said, these are Code 1 Matchbox models, meaning they were made specifically for this event. It's not a modified model from another release. So the Mercedes-Benz Cls 500, I'll try and walk through these quickly. Maybe you like the Carmen Ghia. How about this one from 2009, I believe? You can see even the dates on the license there. This is an antifreeze Spectraflame color. You can see there's a logo there on the back for that Carmen Ghia. Or maybe you like the Type 34 Carmen Ghia. This was done, I believe, 2014, maybe? I don't remember exactly the date on this one, but how about that beautiful red and those white wall wheels? Beautiful Carmen Ghia. Notice Germany, Germany, Germany in terms of the car maker of Mercedes and VW. There's exceptions to the rule like this one, this Volvo P1800S. Casting we really need to see return to the lineup. It's such a beauty. This one in a copper color. I think this was 2010, right? Leipzig 10 there on the rear license plate if you look closely. So there was this beautiful Volvo, and then, you know, stretch out a little bit, maybe go emergency with a Seagrave fire engine. That's not German, I don't think, right? But still beautiful, classic old fire engine that was from maybe 2011, 2012, if I remember correctly on this one. You can see the logo on the hood, kind of. It's there. See? There it is. Here are my two favorites, though. From 2013, the BMW 1M. Ignore that license. It says M1. BMW asked him to do it. Don't know why. But they did the M. They called it the M1 for this one, but it really is the 1M. in a tribute livery to the CSL 3.0 race car. Notice that the racing stripes are very similar to that classic race car. I love this model. One of my favorite castings and one of my favorite releases. 2013 was that one. And then last year, we saw the BMW M5 Police released in an emergency livery that notarzed. I can't say it right. Sorry, Dirk. But this means essentially mobile doctor. And that was last year. All of these came in special packaging. The cases like I showed the Mercedes, but I like to open everything, and I will be opening up this one. I'll be taking it off of the platform soon too. Let me get that straight. There you go. That is the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6. A few details about this one. It's in a matte black color. You can see that, like I said, Matchbox goes all out on these. And they definitely did on this one. Full detailing, top, bottom, side, front, back, you name it, it's there. Notice too that the design is somewhat like a Brabus 6x6. If you look up Brabus, B-R-A-B-U-S 6x6, you'll see these modified 6x6s that usually have a very mean look to them, including one that has these claw marks on it like this one does. Notice the cool claw marks on the side. This one isn't supposed to be a Brabus, but it's, you know, loosely based on it. I'm going to kind of move this up a little bit so you can take a better gander at it. Highly, highly detailed on this one. And like I said, there are 300 produced of this model, being made available to those that are attending the fairgrounds and the booth or the actual toy show in Leipzig. But for those that are going a little bit further, going a little more special, Dirk has thrown a little curveball this year. And I've already opened these up. So I want you to take a note at a couple of things on this one. Number one, notice this logo right there on top of the claw. That's a logo for the toy show. And then right here, if I can get this correct, this hood, that kind of double M logo, is also a logo for the toy show. That is the one of 300. But there's also this one. Let's get this straightened out. This will start moving real soon. It looks the same, but it is not. Notice that the logos are gone. This is a special variation, only 125 made, and it is for attendees of the gathering event that is happening during the toy show. Let me try and explain this as quickly as I can. The toy show is a 3-day toy show. That model, that one of 300, will be available for attendees there, and possibly available to those that want them if there are extra. This one is for the Matchbox Gathering event on Saturday, where designer Abe Lugo from Matchbox will be flying out to present the 2018 line, so preview that for attendees, to give an update on the Matchbox brand like he did in Albuquerque, and also to help distribute this special one of 125 variation of the event model. Logo is missing on the side, logo is missing on the front, that special MM logo, and that is just for those who, you know, it's great to have a one of 300 for people who come, but then it's even better to have a special model for those that go to this special event. I think there's a couple of spots still available. Dirk says it's $75. Again, you can contact him if you are in Germany or in Europe and want to attend. This model will be available for those attendees. And there's dinner involved too. So there's a special variation. I took it out of the case already, but we're going to go even one better. You got one of 300, you got one of 125, and you have this one. One of 75, a third variant for those who registered early. Notice the logos are completely gone on this one. No hood deco whatsoever. The most simple of all the designs of this 6x6. Only 75 made for those who registered early, and it will only be available, I think, obviously to those that are at the event. Now, Dirk says if there are any extra, he doesn't anticipate there will be. If there are, he will be making them available to the general public. I think the cost of this one with the logos, the one of 300, will be about, I think, $50 shipped anywhere in the U.S., $40 if you're there at the event. That is not a bad price. Nonetheless, it's all about previewing this beautiful, beautiful model. I'm very excited to have it. I'm a big fan of the 6x6. This is the third, fourth, and fifth release of the 6x6. There's the first one. That's the Toy Fair version that that Matchbox released last year to help promote the brand to retailers. This wasn't available to the public, but if you can occasionally find it on eBay, totally worth getting. You can see it's pretty highly detailed. And then, of course, all you fans who've been out there know that this has been in the stores the last month or two. The first release, Matchbox went all out on this one too by giving it the front, rear, and side detailing. There's a difference, so this one has no interior. They can't produce a basic model for $1 that has an interior with that third axle. They had to sacrifice the interior to produce the third axle just so they could release it in the basic range. I'm cool with that, especially since the Matchbox team said, no, we got to do for premium releases, we will do one with the interior. So there's two different versions of the casting, with interior and without. The $1 version will always be without interior, just so they can make it happen. But hey, I'm cool with that as long as we have the 6x6 in the basic range, right? There you go. We're 11 minutes in. I think I got all the information out. 3 different versions of the Leipzig Toy Show 6x6. It is the third 6x6. It is the 7th, 8th, I don't remember, 9th Leipzig release exclusive, and there will be some availability of these models, especially the one of 300, provided they don't all sell out. There's only 300 made compared to 500 previous years, so if there are any extras, they will be made available. I will make sure to put links up on lamleygroup.com as soon as they are available. Maybe I'll make a mention here to YouTube viewers as well, but definitely bookmark lamleygroup.com if you can as well, if you're interested in this model. Give Dirk an email. He might be able to help you as well. All right, guys. Dirk, thanks for letting me preview this one. Very excited about the event later in September. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.